Hi Virgo, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Virgo, in today's reading, I am going to give you one of the cards from the Denise Lynn Oracle cards. I'm going to do one from Archangel Michael and then do your reading. Okay, so let us see what's going on. I feel like Archangel Michael is here present with us, so let us see what he has to say. So it's going to be from Archangel Michael for Virgo, for their highest good. One card for Virgo. He says, Archangel Michael is with you now. Even though you cannot see it, I am actively working in this situation. I am here and I am helping you. Wow, that's nice. Yeah, I always know that Archangel Michael is definitely protecting us. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, let me get that glare out of there. Okay, there you go. And then we have one for Denise Lynn, my favorite ones. One card from here for my highest good. Okay, it says, wow, that's even good too. It says, uncovering treasure beneath the surface lies great bounty. So definitely, you know, whatever you're doing, you know, continue to do the hard work, continue to do what you're excited about, because there's definitely some kind of treasure there, you know, uncovering the treasure. It's going to pay off. So that's nice. Love it. Love it. All right, so Virgo, let's see what's going on in your reading. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. And remember that if there's nothing here that resonates with you, then it's not meant for you, okay? So let's do this. All right, Virgo. Let's see what's going on. This is for Virgo for their highest good. One card for Virgo. One for the situation. One for the past, one for the one for what's hidden, one for the hopes and fears. Wow. One for the what you need to do now, one for what you need to work on, one for what you the outcome. I'm sorry, getting so many messages already from here. It's crazy. All right, so Virgo, let's see what's going on. So definitely you start off with the World card, of course, because you've come to completions. I feel like you're on definitely a new cycle, because not only do you have the World card here, but it's like you have the Eight of Cups right next to it, which is in the past, but we're going to get there in a minute. But really, it's a new cycle. Celebrate your life, you know, be in the present, live in the moment, okay? Don't just wait for it to, you know, happen. Really live in the moment. Really see everything that you need to see, and, you know, enjoy your life. You have the Three of Pentacles here. I feel like there is some kind of teamwork, collaboration. I feel like you want to build something, but you just don't know how. But we'll see what the cards say behind it. Then you have the Eight of Cups for the past. I do believe that you are definitely going on this new journey. So it's very nice to see that, you know, because I feel like you're going in a new direction. You're going, you're leaving a lot of stuff behind, you know, literally moving forward and not looking back. You had the Four of Swords here for the, what's hidden. The Four of Swords is saying that you really need to take some kind of rest, you know, renew yourself, you know, because I feel like you're very tired. Relax, okay? You have the Temperance card. You do here for the hopes and fears. You're trying to balance everything from your home to your work. You need to have patience for everything, okay? Because everything that you're doing, it's paying off, okay? So, but you still need to really just try to balance everything and just have patience. I feel like you're very divinely guided. Not only is Archangel Michael here, but Archangel Raphael is also here. I feel like you are on the right path. The Two of Pentacles is here, and the Two of Pentacles is saying that you've been doing a lot. You're trying to do everything all at once, but I also feel like there's traveling here, which you could be doing now. I also feel like you're trying to juggle everything, trying to get everything done and set into motion, trying to balance everything also. I feel like you're deciding, you're making decisions. You could also be making a decision very soon, or you have been making, or you made a decision. And then for what you need to work on, you have the Ten of Swords here, and the Ten of Swords says that there was some kind of ending that has happened in your life. You know, maybe it could have been a career, an ending to a career, or an ending to a position, or even an ending to a relationship. Just an ending just came through. But remember, when we get the Ten of Swords, it always comes right back to being a one. So you're definitely in this new cycle coming up. And then you have the Nine of Swords, and you know you're very restless. I feel like you're very restless. That you know you're very worried. You know, you have a lot on you, your family. You know, it could be some kind of parent situation. Also feel that you know you're in your mind because you don't know what to expect next. Okay. All right. So let's see what is going on for you, Virgo, when we clarify these cards. Take what resonates with you, Virgo, and leave the rest. This is for Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Okay. Clarify the World card. Why is the World card here? One more card. Wow. Okay, so with the Knight of Cups here, you have the Knight of Cups, right? So yes, you do. Okay, so you have the Knight of Cups, the Ten of Wands. So definitely there was a new cycle, or you're coming to a completion of a cycle, and you're going to start a new one very soon. You do have the Ten of Wands though. When the Ten of Wands here shows up, it's telling me that you know you're very overwhelmed with a lot. You know, you're extremely tired. You know, you're carrying everything on your shoulders. You know, you're trying to make everything go through, make everything done, you know, before you actually have to do something. You know, it's like it's leading you to something, but it's like you're so overwhelmed with so much. You're carrying a lot on your shoulders. You're carrying, you know, this worry, your family, your home, you know, and it's like they're asking you to really take it easy. Okay, really start taking it easy. Okay, because you need to. It's time to rest, Virgo. It's time to rest. With the Knight of Cups here, I feel like you need to trust your intuition and be calm about things. I feel like you're gonna have a lot of ideas. You're gonna have you're gonna start new projects. You know, trust your intuition and listen to your heart and where it takes you, because it has gotten to you. It has gotten this far. You have gotten this far with the things that you're doing in your life. And even though you've been through a lot of up and downs, you still have to try to trust your heart. Okay, open your heart and trust your heart. You know, even if it seems difficult at times, really follow it. Okay, they want you to pay attention to your intuition or trust your instincts. You know, I feel like you have been, so it's good. There's also traveling here. I also feel like you do need to make your decisions from your heart and your intuition. You have the Three of Pentacles here for Virgo. And why is the Virgo here? Wow, the Devil. Okay. So maybe in the past, you know, there was a lot of teamwork going on in your life, collaboration. You know, trying to build something. I feel like you're establishing what you want. I feel like people recognize your hard work, and you know you have all these opportunities coming towards you. I feel like you have a lot of support from your friends and family. Also, you did receive the Devil card here and the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is telling me that you know, try not to rush into everything. Okay, the things that you're trying to do. You know, I know that you want everything done quickly, but you need to have patience. Okay, because I feel like you're going through some kind of transitioning, like you're going through a lot of changes all at once, and they're asking you to really be patient. Okay, but I do feel like there is a lot of success here. I feel like you've taken action upon yourself to do what you need to do, and it's good. It's really good. There's a lot of opportunities coming your way. There's good news also. Really stand up for what you believe in. Really just be careful on how you're doing your decisions. Really be careful and don't rush into anything or sign anything. You know, you don't want to because everything has consequences. You do have the devil card here, and the devil is asking you, because you're very impatient and you're very, like you want things to hurry up and move. The devil is saying that, there are times that you try to rush things, or you're being tempted by all these luxury things, and they're asking you, really, really watch the way you're doing things. Okay, like spending money, or buying things or doing things that you don't even need to be doing. Okay, like, or going back to the same old patterns that you've been doing. Try to leave that behind, is what they're saying. Okay, so really try to have patience for everything. And things are going to be moving fast, but they want you to be patient. Okay, like really be patient with everything. You have the Eight of Cups here, and the Eight of Cups says that you're definitely going in a new direction. You're leaving something behind. Could be a career, could be a home, could be something, but you're definitely leaving something behind. I feel like a lot of you guys are going on a spiritual journey. Finding answers, looking at answers, trying to find out answers, more information, getting closer to whoever you pray to, God. And I feel like you're just going in a new direction, which is very nice. You have the Four of Swords here, and why is the Four of Swords here for Virgo? One more card. Wow. Okay. So, really, really rest, okay, guys, because you have the Four of Swords here. Take it easy, take this time to be, to take it easy, to rest, to catch up on your sleep, really take it easy. You do have the Seven of Swords here. The Seven of Swords is about, trying to just, it's a card of deceit. I'm not going to lie to you. It is a card of deceit. And then you have the Five of Cups here. And the Five of Cups is also like being, disappointed and stuff. Deep down you're feeling like, everything that you've been through, maybe you're feeling like, you went through a lot, like maybe you felt betrayed, or you felt like somebody hurt you really bad, or you felt like you were mistreated, or, you felt like, cheated on, or whatever it was. You had those feelings of being betrayed, and you have a lot of regret you're holding on to with this Five of Cups, disappointment, loss, regret, the things that have happened in your life. They're telling you to move away from that. Okay. Try your hardest to leave the things behind, and live in the moment, you guys. Okay. Because you have so many things going on in your life right now that you really need to let this go. Okay. Because, we're in a new chapter, we're in a new cycle, you're going to go into new things right now, and you really need to lead that. Okay. Because it's not going to do you any good. You do have resources, you do have opportunities here, but you need to get away from that. Okay. Feeling like you betrayed, feeling like all this hurt that has happened. Stop looking in the past and move forward. You have the Temperance card here, and why is the Temperance card here for Virgo? One more card. Yes, definitely. So you do have the Emperor here, and you have the Eight of Swords. Right now, it's like for some reason you're feeling like you can't move forward. You may be feeling like you're trapped, or there's something here that you're not seeing. The Temperance it's telling you that you are definitely on the right path. You are balancing things out. You're trying really hard to balance them out, and they are being balanced. They want you to have patience and be calm about things, and you are trying to find your purpose here in life. Also too, with the Emperor and the Eight of Swords, even though you feel like you've been mistreated, or you feel like you've been hurt, or, betrayed, or whatever it is, regret, feeling like, everything has happened to you, you still have that courage to move on, finding that stability, finding that leadership in you to move forward. Like, you don't let that bring you down, no matter what. You're like, it's happened, it's done, and I'm just going to keep going. It's not going to bring me down completely, and that's you, with the Emperor talking here. And I feel with the emperor here also too that he has armor underneath his gown, and he's they're saying that you're ready for anything that comes your way because you're that strong-willed. You know how to handle things no matter how it comes to you. You are that kind of person that knows how to handle everything. You have the Two of Pentacles, and why is the Two of Pentacles here and what you need to do now? So you have the Page of Pentacles and you have the Judgment card. Wow, it's powerful. You guys have a lot of good cards here. I mean, they're just like saying a lot on how you feel. What you need to do now is, try to keep everything balanced. There is traveling here, more traveling that you're going to do. There is also some kind of choice that you could be making. I feel with the Judgment card that with the Judgment being here, I feel like you're definitely waking up to new things. Like you're really seeing a lot. You're changing things within you and around you and on the outside of you. You're changing a lot. You're you're having a lot of kind of moments. So you are definitely going through this Judgment. And then you have the Page of Pentacles here. With the Page of Pentacles is what they're saying with the Page of Pentacles is that there is financial opportunities coming your way. Be more focused on everything that you're trying to do, like your goals or your job or whatever it is. Be more focused. Okay, there is something here that you're going to learn. I feel like you're going to learn something new also. I feel like there's messages coming in. Some kind of good news is going to come in for you, so it's nice. I also feel like there is financial opportunities. Be careful on how you spend your finances also. That's what they're asking me to tell you. You have the Ten of Swords here, and why is the Ten of Swords and what you need to work on? One more card. So there's definitely an ending here that you went through, with the Ten of Swords. Something has come to an end. It could have been a career, it could have been a relationship, it could have been anything. People leaving your life, anything. But something definitely came to an end. Some kind of loss, some kind of betrayal, some kind of, whatever. And you felt defeated, Maybe you felt defeated like, dang, I can't just catch a break in this, but just know that this Ten of Swords, when there's an ending, there's always a beginning. And so just remember that. You do have the Five of Wands here, and the Five of Wands says you still hold on a lot of anger to that because it does show here. It shows that you have that regret, that loss, that disappointment, and you still hold on to it. It's an anger that you hold on to, and you need to release that and let it go. And you will, Virgo, because you know how to release it. You know that you need to take some time for yourself and be at peace, meditate, whatever it is, because there's good things. You have been shown, how blessed you are, and just keep that in mind. You have the Six of Cups here, and you're being very nostalgic about life, about happy times. You've been thinking about happy times, memories, your dad, your mother, family, everything. You've been thinking about it, being very nostalgic. I feel like also too that you're going through a healing, releasing a lot of those old memories. You could be feeling emotional, but for the most part, I feel like there is some kind of there's some for the most part, I feel like you're just gonna be very nostalgic. I also feel like there is some kind of apology coming through for you. There could be an apology from somebody that you didn't expect, and I also feel like it's up to you whether you take it or not. Okay, that was for somebody out there. You have the Nine of Swords here, and why is the Nine of Swords in the outcome? One more card. Wow. Okay. So you do have the Nine of Swords, and you have the Tower, and you have the Nine of Wands again. So with what do you have here? Oh, yeah, the 10. Okay, so with the Nine of Wands and the Tower, you're going through a lot of changes. You're going to be going through a lot. A lot of things are changing for you. Just remember that. Really stay out of your mind, okay? Because you're not sleeping well. You're constantly thinking about everything, but you're making a lot of decisions. You've made a lot of decisions, and you just need to really just be at peace right now. Try to not have too much anxiety, not to be overwhelmed or even depressed, okay? Don't have a fear about where you're going next, because you are going on a good path. You are going to have a very good path because you are very blessed. You are followed by the angels. So it's very nice. I love this, you know. There is going to be a lot of change though. The Tower is here, and there's going to be, you're going through a lot of changes, and you're going to see them very quickly. You have the Nine of Wands, that no matter what happens in your life, don't give up. Okay, don't give up. Even if you're tired, even if you feel like giving up, don't. Okay, because you know, even though you're exhausted, you know, you keep going, because it's gonna be payoff at the end, like this card here. You know, there's going to be treasure. You know, you're going to uncover that treasure very soon, because you're gonna reap the rewards from it. Wow. So that's nice. Very nice, Virgo. Very nice. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, Virgo. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. God bless.